Hey guys, Ez here. So, I'm coming on with a update. So if you watched my video, you know that on yesterday I took my phlebotomy exam, the NHA phlebotomy exam, and I am happy to announce that I passed. So I am super excited about that. It took me over a year to finally register and actually go and take the test, and then I studied for that test for 3 weeks, and it posted the next day. You don't find out right away, but it literally posted the next day and it said pass. So I'm super excited about that. I'm super proud of myself. And anyone who is considering taking the NHA exam, it's 120 questions. You have 2 hours to complete the exam. You can definitely do it. It's definitely doable if you just sit down, apply yourself, and study. You go, girl. You go, guy. You can definitely do it. So don't be afraid. I wanted to let you know that I literally took this book, and it has 6 chapters in it. I read through all 6 chapters. I wouldn't say I speed read, but I read it to where I knew that I was retaining the information. So I think 3 weeks was enough for me. I didn't think so at first because it's a lot of material, but it was mostly just the practice test. To be honest, I think let me see. I got through 2 of the practice tests, and then I took the practice test on the NHA website. But in this book, there are, I want to be honest, let me see. There are 4 practice tests in this book. I literally only got through, honestly, 1.5 because, no, I got through 2 because I finished getting through it when I got there. So I got through 2 of the practice tests. I did not get to the last 2. But I did 2 of the practice tests in the book. I'm repeating myself. And then I was doing on the NHA website, when you purchase the book and the practice test, it gives you a quiz after each chapter. So I was also doing those, and I felt like those were very helpful. I'm not gonna lie, I also do think that because I was able to work in the field, that also came in handy, because to be honest, there were some questions on the exam in which I feel like you would not know what that test is unless you've been working in the field, because like a 24-hour test, a 24-hour urine test. Granted, there's so many 24-hour urine tests, but you know that 24-hour urine tests, you have to you have to void the first urine of the morning, and you start the 24-hour urine test at your second urine of the morning. So I'm not sure I would automatically I don't remember reading that in this book. Maybe you can read that in another book, but yeah, it definitely was really helpful to work in the field before I took this exam. Granted, going to work in the field before taking this exam, I do feel like you take a small pay cut, because I've met people who took this exam and then went in, and they started out with a higher salary than I, just because they had their certificate. So nonetheless, I did pass. So listen, I'm not accepting anything lower than what I know I should be getting paid. So that's it. This is not going to be a long, I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Yeah, okay, well, that's it. If there's anything else that I feel like I need to come on and say, I will come back on. But other than that, I have passed my exam. I did this for my daughter. I literally when I saw that it said pass, I thank God. But honestly, I did this for my daughter, because I'm literally just trying to work hard and go up in my career, just so I have a plan for myself. myself. I have a plan for myself. So I'm like, you know what, let me get this out the way so that I can continue to move forward. And honestly, it has encouraged me to keep moving forward. So if you need some encouragement out there, don't give up on your dreams wherever you are trying to head in this life. If you put in the work and if you don't give up, you will reach it. It may take 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, but you will reach it, okay? So don't give up. There was something I wanted to say. I think this is important. So this is, oh, I'm sorry. So this is why I'm coming back to say it. Medical terminology. Listen, if I could go back and restudy, there was an entire, not an entire chapter, but maybe like an entire page on medical terminology or words that they thought that you should at least have like an overview of if you didn't remember it or know it entirely. Something that did mess me up on that exam were medical terminology, and I did take a medical terminology course, so I was kind of able to piece things together. But if you can kind of like, if you get this NHA phlebotomy exam book, if you can go over the portion of medical terminology and at least familiarize yourself with it a little bit, I do recommend that. I actually highly recommend that, because the questions that I did struggle with was because I did not know what a word meant. Like, for real, I did not know what a word meant. So I saved it for the last of, I just got through my exam and I went back and I was trying to piece together, you know, prefixes and suffixes and all of that good stuff. So yeah, and by the way, the NHA certification is good for 2 years, and after 2 years is $179 to recertify, and that's everything. Yeah, so that's it.